Hey out there, YouTube universe. Much love to everybody. This is the dark skinned dancing American. And we still talking about what's going on here on the West Coast where I'm from and reside. So we opening up on the ambushes that's been happening against ICE agents. So I'm gonna play this little video for y'all.
Still an active investigation led by the FBI after yet another attack on federal agents involved in immigration enforcement. The attacker opened fire early this morning outside a Border Patrol annex in McAllen in what Fox is told was clearly a planned ambush. Border Patrol agents and local police returned fire, hitting and killing the shooter, who was armed with an assault rifle.
So basically, they're shooting at Border Patrol, and the 27-year-old ended up dead. So they fighting against, basically the laws that is permitted to get illegal immigrants out this country. And it's only getting worse. And I remember telling my brother, I was talking to him over the phone and shit. And I was telling him, I said, man, this is going to get worse and worse. It's going to get worse and worse because we got 3 years. So a lot of these Hispanics, man, I know they worried as shit, but you got 3 years of the orange man. You got a right to be. And it's only going to get worse. And I knew bloodshed would pop off. I just knew it. I said it. I said, well, you know, we got militant people who have militarized weapons, and they're basically carrying out law. Right? And you have people who want to still stay in this country and siphon off the energy, which would be the illegal immigrants, which is majority Mexicans, Hispanics, and so forth. So what's going on now is it's basically them trying to rebel against what the law has been brought on. And what I'm only seeing is it's just gonna get worse. That's what I was telling my brother. I was telling him, I'm gonna make another video about the other ambush that happened. Okay, so basically this ambush, the dude, as you heard, shot the glass, he did all of that, and they neutralized, basically smoked the person afterwards. And again, it's like, I know they trying to fight back, but to what extent? They're gonna lose. This is not a win battle for them. And either they self-deport or they're gonna have ICE agents clink clink and throw them in the trunks and vans or wherever else they come up with, man. So again, I'm gonna be fly. You press like and hit subscribe. So YouTube universe, I'm out here. So it's not like I'm in a different state or whatever. I'm out here. Even my last video when I was talking about the mayor, Karen Bass, how she's trying to interrupt and with federal agents of ICE to stop a lot of things in this country. She trying to put herself in, but they wasn't really paying attention to her. They was like, we still gonna do our job anyway. And again, I knew it was gonna happen. I was telling my brother, I said, man, don't be shocked when it's gonna be somebody's life being taken. It just so happened. It happened like maybe, I wanna say, and I'm gonna be accurate, maybe 30 to 34 to 35 minutes prior to me and him talking over the phone. I looked over, because I'm always looking at YouTube, and I looked on the news. I said, wow, the news talked about the ambush and the things that happened over there. And I'm going to talk about that too, but that's going to be my other video, you know. So I wanted to talk about this one right here. Yeah, so this 27-year-old dude who I guess he thought he was going to shoot it out with ICE agents. So I believe I'm gonna get some more information right now on what really happened.
There were many dozens of rounds fired by the suspect towards a building and towards agents in that building.
The Border Patrol facility was left riddled with bullet holes. One McAllen police officer was hit in the knee by either a bullet or shrapnel. Police identified the shooter as Ryan Lewis Mosqueda, 27 years old, with links to Texas and Michigan. The McAllen attack follows two violent incidents at ICE facilities. On July 4th in Alvarado, Texas, a police officer was shot in the neck after several people opened fire on officers outside the Prairieland Detention Center. The officer was treated and released. And there was also another attack on an ICE facility in Portland, Oregon, Friday night, a facility that has been the site of an ongoing protest for several weeks. We're pulling agents.
So the fatalities gonna jump up. As you can see, it's a full-on attack. Hispanics is a target on their ass. It's just gonna get even worse. There's gonna be even more bloodshed. It's gonna be even more fatalities. It's gonna be more military weapons being used against them. Because again, they don't want to leave a country that has already been told them they got to. And it ain't no going back after this, because once they come and get the people who don't want to be stubborn and dumb and don't want to leave, they can't come back after that. After they deport them, that's it. So, this is your dark-skinned dancing American. Y'all make sure y'all press the like and hit subscribe so I can do the damn thing, right? And be super fly. So, again, it's only gonna get worse, fam. This is just what it is. It's only gonna get worse, sir. Because again, these people are working. They are trying to do their jobs, and they're being met with force. So knowing how, we have a lot of people who must know the error of their ways, and going against the government, hey, it's penalties behind that. You know what I'm saying? These people ain't playing. And they play for keeps, okay? These people play for keeps. They're not messing around. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more tanks, like the last video I made about MacArthur Park and Karen Bass. I would not be more surprised if we see more tanks, more Humvees, more aircrafts, more militarized weapons in the streets of Los Angeles. I would not be surprised if they start going hard body, going everywhere with all of this technology. And they really got themselves to blame, because they the one voted the orange man in, thinking that would actually hurt the foundation of Black Americans. Boy, don't they feel stupid. Now this is gonna get worse. You're gonna have more ambushes. You're gonna have more fatalities. This is just the beginning of what's gonna happen. Again, they got 3 years of the orange man's wrath. And them scare tactics won't work, because I'm black. You heard that? So 3 years of the orange man's wrath. And of course, it's going to be people that's still going to try to fight up against it and try to stay in the country, knowing damn well their ass is not supposed to be here. You're going to have it all. You're going to have that. You're going to have the radical ones trying to go against ISIS. You know what I'm saying? foolish of them, because they're gonna be met with very hard force and even death. So it's just gonna be a real ongoing thing. And like I said, I'm from here, so it's not that I'm from another part of the United States. No, I'm from Los Angeles. I was born in Compton, and I'm 10 toes to the ground. I'm stomping. So I get to see certain things that other people probably don't see. So if you listen to my download content, you will believe that, it's true indeed. So I'm out here. I'm out here in the streets. So I tell you something, it's true. It's not, I ain't gotta lie about it. So this is what's going on. There's a lot of going on, and everything that I had mentioned before it got heightened. I predicted that military forces will be used. We're dealing with stubborn ass people who predominantly don't like black folks, foundational black Americans, and they feel like they have some type of niche up in this country, which is being very, very met with force with military people. And again, it is not going good for them. And again, people, you gotta know this is gonna happen. That's why I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that this guy come through shooting and spraying the facility, thinking that the Border Patrol wouldn't bust back at him. I got another video I gotta make about the other stuff that went on. So again, y'all, it won't stop, and I'm gonna keep making videos and downloading content to drop.